Hey guys, welcome to Sitting with Sis.
Our first podcast episode. So for this episode, the name is going to be called Facing Your Fears. So, we do something different. I know you guys see our YouTube channel and y'all do challenges, vlogs, y'all do everything. So today we just, doing something different. And today is actually our 2-year anniversary since we started YouTube. So hand clap. So we appreciate everyone that subscribed since the beginning, whether you like the video, whether you just shared the video, told someone about us. We appreciate every single one of y'all, and thank you guys. So this is Sitting with Sis,
Sitting with Sis.
episode 1, season 1, episode 1, and Facing Your Fears. Let's get into it. So for the topic, we're talking about facing your fears and all of that. So to you, what do you think, what do you think the definition of fear is? What would you say?
I think fear is something that it's like an obstacle or something deeper that people are scared of doing because of what other people might think or what might be the outcome of certain things. It's basically like something that's holding you back from reaching
full potential
for you, your full potential, or somewhere you're supposed to be, or something you're supposed to do. It's
right. Right. I agree. I would say for me, I think fear is like an emotion of something that basically the same thing you say. It's like an emotion that you're scared to do. It's like an emotion that makes you so scared to do something. You're just too scared to do it. That's what I say. Now, the dictionary definition of fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. So, with that definition, I think that sums it up what fear is. And for me personally, there's been a lot of things I've been afraid of that caused me to basically not be my full self, or just
not come out your shell.
Yeah, or not accomplish something, a goal I want to accomplish, basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
because fear can hold you back, like we said before, a lot of things, especially that you wanted to do.
For real.
We also was talking about when we was little, I was trying to teach you,
yeah, I was gonna
she
talk
was
about
scared
that.
in class one time.
Yes.
School, whatever. With me, the type of person I am, if I'm scared of something, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yes.
I'm just
she's and I think that's what I look up to her about when it comes to confidence or things like that, because she's not afraid to.
Not say I'm not afraid. I am afraid.
She'll do it.
But I won't show it. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right.
You know.
So it was a transition I was making to go to another environment, and I was so afraid to make that change. I was so petrified. I was scared. I was having panic attacks. It was really, really bad. And something she told me that kind of stuck with me forever was basically is to just do it. For instance, I was scared. I was nervous about being in class because I was new and everything. And she told me just get in front of them and just walk, not in front of them, but go sharpen the pencil in front of them and see what happens. And she was like, nothing's gonna happen, right? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm getting myself up. The day before, I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna try. So I'm in the classroom scared to do it, but someone's just do it, because you're never going to get over this if you don't face this fear. So I just did it, and guess what happened? I felt a big relief, and I'm nobody was worried about me. Nobody was doing nothing.
I basically was showing her she was scared to be in the class. I'm listen, I'm in the classroom, a lot of people there, whatever. Go get up, sharpen your pencil, or go actually use the bathroom so you get yourself comfortable around the environment. You know what I'm saying? Once you get up, sharpen the pencil, you're okay, it's not bad. I'm in the classroom and stuff like that. Get comfortable with it. Try to just do it, even though it's easier said than done. Right, but you gotta take that first step. So that's what I was trying to teach you.
And what she taught me actually helped me to get out of that shell of being so timid and shy to do things like that. So I think that helped me. So that's something that helped me face my fear. And I'm not saying I'm not still quiet or whatever in different environments, but it helped me to be able to, okay, even I'm not comfortable, just do it uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Do it uncomfortable.
Yeah. Another thing Dad was talking to us about school, a lot, when you scared to do something or you scared to be around certain people, think about it. You're not going to know these people years to come.
Exactly.
Let's say you scared to do something, or you're scared to do something in front of people.
You're never going to see them.
You're never going to see those people ever again. You're never going to that's why you shouldn't have to worry about what other people think about you, what people saying about you. That's how it's all about confidence and just not worrying about what the next person think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's for real. And fear can really, for me, there's a lot of things because I was afraid. I regret not doing these things because I was so scared to do it. And now I'm looking back dang, I wish I did that at 14, because I could have been so much better than how I am at 18. So I think a lot of people, which is something we're going to talk about, is a lot of people are afraid to they want to accomplish their goals, they want to start it, but they're too scared because they don't know if they're going to succeed. They're afraid of failure. So let's talk about that a little bit, how people are afraid to fail. They don't even start they wouldn't even start towards their dream.
And I feel like people shouldn't be afraid to fail though, because like, let's say something that you really want to do, like you're going to fail like so many times. Like you're just never going to know. That's like, sometimes people are scared to start things because they don't know how they're going to start it or how they're going to do it and stuff like that. They don't know like what's the first step. That's the thing. Like you don't know, you just do it and you go with the flow. You got to see, you know, okay, next time I'll do this or next time I'll do that. You just got to keep going, keep trying to do different things. Because if you be like, dang, at least I tried it. So you won't be back in your head like, if I would have took that step,
like,
it could have been. Yeah, you don't want to be a what if. You want to just try everything.
Exactly. And I think our dad kind of instills that into us a lot about, you know, accomplishing our goals now. So when we look back at 40, we can be like, you know what, I'm glad I did that at 18. Because you don't want to be 40 regretting that you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, I was just talking to somebody else about something, about how they're working on starting something up. And I was telling her, you know, she, like, the person was telling me how they're, like, a little bit scared and afraid and stuff like that. And I was telling her, you know, a lot of us, we always are talking about how we're like, afraid of success, or we're afraid to start whatever we're trying to accomplish.
Right.
You know, whatever goal we're trying to accomplish, whatever business we're trying to start, we're always afraid, right? And I was telling her how we always worry about being afraid of it. Or what if this don't work? What if this don't work? And I'm like, but what if it do work out? Like, it's a 50% chance it could or it cannot work out. And we're so worried about the what if it won't work out.
And even if it don't work out, at least you say, okay, I did it. Okay, on to the next.
But then what we need to worry about is, but what if you do succeed? But what if you do accomplish your goals? We so worried about
it's so many things, like, it's so many things that I did that I was so scared to do, and like I did it anyway. I'm like, yo, like what if I didn't do that? Like I'm doing it now, but like what if I didn't do it because I was scared of doing it? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta always like push yourself, or just to
do it, because you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to look back and, you know, regret it, because regret, like, that's literally the worst thing ever.
The worst thing is for being regretful.
Exactly. But also, it's never too late to do whatever you want to accomplish.
Right. It don't matter how old you are.
It's never too late.
You could be 60 years old and you want to do something, you can still do it.
Exactly.
So, as long as you overcome.
So for me, yeah, right. It's for me, I think I'm like in like a season of trying to face my fear, basically, like whatever I'm dealing with.
Things.
Yeah, like trying different things, trying new things, or just whatever is making me feel so fear, like whatever my fear is, the anxiety, the anxious thing, I'm trying to just face it, because if I don't,
but I looking at you grow, like you really did overcome a lot, like out your shell a lot, like for real. So
people don't really know this, but I have like I used to be like real like to myself. I still am to myself, but it was just, I'm not getting too deep.
But you used to be like into yourself, and you know.
And I feel like I'm getting better with that. You know, a use a learning process. It's not something overnight. You're just going to get up and be a whole nother person. But that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to face that fears, because I want to accomplish my goal. And the thing that sometimes is in my ear, like, making me overthink, overwhelming me, is going to literally...
Because you really did, like, from like 2 or 3 years ago, you did so good, better with your overthinking. Like, your overthinking anxiety, it just went, like, it's a big, extreme... big change,
right?
Like,
and I think for me, the thing that helped me with that was probably being able to talk to somebody. A lot of people can't talk to their family, so I'm able to, like, at first I was probably dealing with it by myself, but then I was able to talk to my family about it. So now they openly know. So now when I am going through something, they kind of understand now, because I think back then y'all didn't understand, because obviously y'all didn't know. So now they know, and I feel like I could talk to them. Some people can't have that, so I understand why they're going through what they're going through. So I want to tell you that if you can't talk to somebody while you're going through anxiety or your fears or whatever, just try to talk to them about that. And, you know, be there for people, like, be a listening ear. You know what I'm saying?
Because you never know, like, people are going through. Like, you could be next to your friend, you think she's totally fine, or you think this person is, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, me and my friends, we have, like, okay, what's your mental check? Like, how are you mentally? Like, let's talk about it. Like, you want to have that type of friendship. Like, what are you doing mentally? Because you could think your friend is in a whole good state, and the whole time they going through it. You just don't know. Like, dang, sis, I didn't know you was going through that.
Because you don't look like what you're going through.
You don't look like you're going through. Sometimes people don't know. So it's just like always to have close bonds and those talks, because those talks could be a relief. Even though, like, sometimes, like, if I was going through some stuff, I feel like it's no point in me talk about it. It's not going to change. So it's no point in me talk about it, keep it in. But that stuff eats you alive.
That's what I'm about to say.
It eats you alive, like, so bad. So it's good to have a person that you know that you could come talk to, and, you know, have that release. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not good to hold that inside.
Because I think for me, if I didn't tell anyone, I think it would, because it was eating me alive. Like, it be eating you up. Like, you going crazy insane. But now that I could tell somebody, it feel like, it works. Like, you feel like you just a weight is lifted off. But you also, you don't want to feel like a burden too. So a lot of times people keep it to themselves.
Yeah, but I hate when people say that to me, like, oh, I didn't want to come to you, but like, don't ever, I'd rather you tell me about your problem than something else, you know, going on, and something might happen to you. So like, I always tell people, they're like, I don't care if you are coming to me a million times, you gotta give your chest, because some people, you know, everybody takes things, you know, differently.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So that, since you talked about mental health check, me and my friends, actually, the other day, I was like, you know what, let me do a mental health check on them. Sometimes we do them randomly. And so I texted them and I said, mental health check, and I sent them colors. I said, okay, so send, like, I don't remember exactly, but I said, send green if you're good and you're honestly, genuinely happy. Send yellow if you don't really want to be here, but you're here, or something like that. And then it was like, you know, going different colors. Red if you really want to kill yourself tomorrow. But I also,
girl.
no, but you have to talk about those things.
You right.
But I also made it to where it's like, some people don't want to vent. So I said, you can send your color and you don't have to vent.
Right.
Or you can send your color and vent. And it could be a good vent too. If you're, tell me why you happy, tell me why you feeling good. And I think that's important, because we think that we're okay with our friends. We think that our friends are okay, but really they're not. You have to open up that space where they're comfortable to talk.
Right, have comfortability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So doing something like that, maybe once a month or whatever, that can help your friend out. So we just did that, you know, had a little mini vent session and talked to each other. And, you know, we didn't have to get deep. Some of us sent a reason, some of us didn't send a reason. And then, as you know, we just talk to each other. You know, you pray for each other too. Like, pray for your friends. I think that's important. A lot of people might not know God, but I think praying for your, like, praying, knowing God actually helps you. So, like, knowing how to pray and asking God to help you with your anxiety or with your fears can help you. And then also being able to know how to pray for others.
Right. And whether they believe in God or not, it's just like, you know, I'm just saying, let me just speak some wisdom into you. Or just be like, you know, I'm thinking about you. I'm checking up on you. You know, this, that, and the third. Because they don't have to, you know, believe in God.
Exactly.
Technically. But you can still be a person that they could come vent to, talk to, whatever. Like, anything you're going through. No judgment, none of that. You want to, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So since we kind of like hopped on the topic of anxiety, which fear anxiety, I guess, is similar, I'll probably share a little bit about, I'm not going to get too deep in it because, you know, but
because that's crazy, because like I didn't even know, like I never really had like bad anxiety. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been scared in there, but so I didn't know when you went through that. I'm like, because when you're as a person, you think everybody, when you're young, you think everybody grew up the same.
Exactly.
Because like I grew up with like both of my parents in my household, and some of my friends have no parents in their household at all. So I'd be like, oh, why this, why that? But it helped me though look in different perspectives how different people grew up. Because I'm thinking everybody's supposed to be outgoing like me, or everybody's supposed to, oh, why you scared of that? Just do it. Like, to me, it's just like, oh, I'm telling you, just do it. And you're telling me I can't just do it. So I had to learn, like, everybody grew up differently. Everybody thinks differently.
Everybody has their own emotions.
Everybody has their own emotions. Everybody, you know, some people are more quiet than others. Some people, you know, interact differently. Right. So I had to learn that, Imani, everybody is not like you. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn people for who they are. So when you told me that, I was just like, why my sister not like that? But like once I learned you and what you was going through, it helped me like be a better listener. Like, okay, let me see. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you care about somebody or care about people, you starting to, you know, learn more about them.
And learn about different things.
Learn about different things
like,
that you didn't know.
I feel like the same way. Like, I feel like I didn't know I had anxiety at the time. I would say for me, I didn't know until 10th grade. But looking back in 5th grade, remember the whole transition, I was having anxiety attacks. And then it was other episodes. I don't know if you remember, like that New Year's night, I'm not gonna get into that, but it was like different episodes where I had different things. But when you that age, you don't know this is anxiety. Like, you just think like, I'm just having, you don't know, you think you're overthinking. Right. So when I got to 10th grade, I realized, yeah, something's wrong. Like, I'm having all these attacks. I'm too afraid to do this. I'm too afraid to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just like, girl, just
do it. And and obviously you can't be mad at someone saying just do it, because a lot of, like, think about it. I think this generation is the most woke generation when it comes to mental health. We, like, I feel like the generations before us, they didn't really talk open about mental health and things like that
as much.
Exactly. So I think that for everybody, it was like, it was something we all learned together in the household, kind of. We were dealing with that, and it was something I had to learn about myself and how to deal with it, and like how to cope, because I don't think it's really a cure for that. You know, it's not really a cure, but you learn how to kind of manage it. And for me, I would say I talk to people, I listen to music, and something I'm trying to start to do, I did buy a journal, and I'm going to try to start journaling, because I feel like that's important, to write your emotions down, because sometimes you don't want to tell people, because sometimes you feel like you're a burden.
Because some people are more emotional than others.
And even people say, oh, you're not a burden. Sometimes you still feel like that, because obviously you're overthinking, so you don't want to do it. So I would suggest
another thing, like people that are overthinkers too. Like
yes.
One thing about when you talk to somebody as an overthinker, the best thing to be a person that overthinks is reassurance. Reassurance, and make it like
making sure they're okay.
Making sure they're like, you know what I'm saying? Because overthinker just wants reassurance.
Exactly.
That's all they want. Even if it's they might overthink over the most craziest. They just want reassurance at the end of the day. So you ever talking to whatever a boy, whatever, he's overthinker. He just want reassurance. That's all he needs.
So so I would just say, try to deal with somebody for anxiety, somebody watching this. Just try to be there for them. You don't have to like overpress or whatever, but you could just make sure you're be there for them. Try to be a listening ear, and then someone that's dealing with it, what you could do is like, find peace. You could just try for different ways you could find peace. Like for me, like I said, it's like listening to music, and it could be for you reading books. It could be painting. It could be whatever it is. But try to find that thing because you won't go insane. Because sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm insane.
Right.
So it's trying to find ways to manage it. And one more thing before we do that is, that's the season I'm also in, is trying to like manage my anxiety so I can face my fears. Because it's a lot of goals.
And you're doing good though.
Thank you. It's a lot of goals I'm trying to accomplish, but it's like I'm so afraid because I have anxiety that I'm not gonna basically accomplish that goals. You know what I'm saying? So I'm even
going back to fear too.
Exactly,
like especially when you mix fear and anxiety, that's a whole lot going on.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. And it's like so hard because you want to accomplish that goal, but you're so scared, and it's like you're overthinking and like, what if I want to be 7? What if I want this? So that's what I'm in right now. I'm like, I'm trying to like forget my anxiety. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna keep going because if I want this, I gotta do it now. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to be 40. Like dang, I wish I didn't do that. No, if I work through it now, I could be successful by that age. And you know, so that's what I really am trying to get through. And so if I'm on that journey, you could be on that journey too. Literally. We all just facing our fears, whatever that is. Like whatever your fear is, if you want to go to school, if your fear is to go to school, do it. You know what I'm saying? Apply, at least apply.
Anything, like your fear could be little to you or big to you or whatever. Like I say, just it's so easy to say, yo, just do it, but it's like take those baby steps.
Yes, I'm about to say
doing it. Like
because to me it wasn't like that. I'm saying do it. No, I didn't just do it. I had to take baby steps. My family, they told me like. They always, tell me, like, try to do little things that could get you into it, step by step. Don't just go out and do it, obviously, because you can say it, but it's not true. So try a little situation. Try to get yourself in situations, like, say if someone has social anxiety, like, try to, like, if you're too scared to order food or something like that, maybe try, like, what's it called, the drive-through first, and then talk to yourself, get yourself prepared, and then do it. Like, little steps, because some people really have anxiety.
I didn't know how bad, that's the thing. Like, I know how some people really have bad anxiety. No, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, sometimes you just don't know. Like, wow, I didn't know that.
So if you're the type of person, try little things that can get you out your comfort zone. Like, if you won't ever, like, if you're not somebody that will probably say hi to a random person, just try to, like, wave. That's a step you could take to, like, trying to get out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you could be like, oh, I have confidence, and then your friend might not have that. And like, or like, you like, oh, you're trying to tell your friend, oh, do this, do that. But like, it's like baby steps where everything is important.
Exactly.
Like literally, you make it a routine too.
Exactly.
Like if it's something that you really want to do and you're scared of doing it, make a routine of something like this. I'm gonna do this day. This I'm gonna do this day. So you could be another step closer to your goal or what you're really trying to do.
Exactly.
So you can unlock that fear. Because think about it, like. Fear is just like
an emotion.
It's just like fear is just like it's an emotion just everybody have, but it's just like this wall. It's this wall in front of you that's just like
and my brother was talking the other day about it, but like you just said, it's a wall. My brother said the same exact thing. He also said that fear is really it's not real.
It's not.
It's really just, I guess, like a figment of your imagination. It's like something that just in your mind, like, oh, this is gonna happen, da-da-da. We just think of the bad or it's like you're thinking the worst that could ever happen, the worst thing that could ever happen. You know what I'm saying? And something my dad always tell us, again, we got a lot of gems, is like, so like the worst that can happen is did your arm get cut off? Did your leg get cut off? Did your head get chopped off?
Did you die?
So like, and stuff like that definitely helped me going with it, because it's like, dang, like I'm so scared, but the worst that happened was just they told me no. The worst that happened was I just didn't get the job. The worst that happened, I'm alive though, and my hand is still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get shot in my head, my neck didn't get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
not to get too vulgar.
Yeah, not to get too vulgar, but like I'm saying, it's like just like what's the worst that happened?
Right.
And me taking that risk.
Oh, you gonna have 1,000 no's, but you're gonna get that one yes.
Exactly. These successful actors, you don't think they just got their first role. They have so many no's before yeses. You know what I'm saying? And then with you're an aspiring actress. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to that goal that you want to accomplish. To get there is going to be obstacles, but you're going to accomplish it. It's going to be fear, but you're going to accomplish it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. with acting, singing, dancing, anything y'all want to do,
Producing,
writing, anything you aspire to
YouTube.
do, because we want to do a lot of things. We're doing multiple things. That's why we're just we don't want to just stay in one thing. You want to do multiple things. You know, that's like when you want to just travel the world. You don't want to just stay in one place. You want to be able to travel, do different things, because you might be like, oh, I didn't know I wanted to be a painter. Or I didn't know I wanted to do this or sculpt. It's like a lot of things that I did. I'm like, yo, I didn't know that I had interest in it. So it's not just acting or whatever. It's like, it's other things like, I didn't know I like to cook like that. I didn't know. Just always when you scared to do something, don't have those baby steps to do it. Like, this is my goal. This is what I want to do.
Take those baby steps, because one day you're going to get there. You're going to get to the finish line. You know,
and if you guys don't have nobody to talk to, because some people really don't have nobody to talk to.
I mean, you could DM Sis TV.
DM Sis TV.
DM Sis TV.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
or a separate channel.
Instagram.
We really would, though. We definitely would.
Like,
honestly. We seriously would.
I
feel like we get good advice,
and it's not even that. It's just like sometimes, sometimes I'm like, my friends talking to me, I just let her vent. Talk. Sometimes people don't want advice. They just want to say.
Yes, just talk.
Take it out. Just, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't have nobody to talk to. Like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you, oh, do this, sis, or do that, sis, or no, girl, leave him, or da-da-da. If you want to talk, so go ahead, talk. I'm gonna let you talk. And if you want advice, then I'll give it to you. But if you don't, if you just want to talk and let it out, go ahead. Some people don't know how, you know what I'm saying? They need that.
But also as a person, exactly, a person, you have to be able to have that comfort. Some people are so judgmental that if you told me something, say I'm judging, like, girl, even sometimes I just want you to just listen. So sometimes you gotta know sometimes you gotta have the right people around you, because not everybody's going to just be there for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So yeah, so basically, like,
know your circle too.
Know your circle, and then also you must take baby steps so that you can face your fears. That's what this episode was about, facing your fears. And fear comes in a lot of ways. A lot of people, I say young people nowadays, they're afraid to, like, they think in their head that, oh my gosh, I'm 21, I don't have this, I don't have that. They're
right, because when you're so young, you want so much.
Oh my gosh.
And think about it. This I was thinking about, like, me and my friend, like, yo, we want so much and we're still young.
Exactly.
Think about how we was 5 years ago. I'm like, you're right. Like, everything I said I wanted now, because since I'm in it now, since I have it now, I forgot that this is what I wanted 5 years ago.
Exactly.
So since you already got it, because it's really, we keep talking about, it's really about the process of things. Like, the best part is the process, because you like, all right, I wanna get a crib. The whole thing is a process, you know, trying to get the crib, or you want saving forward. Applying, like, all that extra stuff, like, it's all the process, because once you get it, it's like, okay, I got it. Okay, what's next? It's like that. Like, it's really the process that's the climax. That's
so a lot of that's what I'm saying. A lot of young people are afraid. They think that they're behind their time. Like, we 18,
and everybody got their own journey. Remember that.
We're 18 thinking, we stressing like, oh my gosh, we gotta do this, we gotta do this.
Because of social media too.
That's because social media. But don't allow
social media is fake, y'all.
Yes, and don't allow that to make you feel like, discourage you in your journey and where you are in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow that to make you feel like, dang, like, make you get depressed and make you get sad.
I'm supposed to be on the beach with a rapper, getting flown out. That's how girls be thinking. What am I doing wrong?
Let their lifestyle, like, inspire you to want to get wherever they are. Whatever inspires you. Don't let it make you sad or depressed. Make it and
try to be different. You don't gotta be doing the same thing everybody else.
No, for real. Don't be afraid that you're not where you're supposed to be. Literally, we're 18, 21.
Also, don't be one of the things and not working towards it too.
Faith without works is dead. That's the scripture.
Because think about it. Oh, I want this, I want that. You just saying it, but you're not putting no work in to do it. How it's supposed to come about. You can manifest, or you can say it, prayers, whatever.
I want to be successful.
I want to do this, I want to do that, but you're not working towards it. Right. They're not about to just plop in your lap.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So if you want something,
you gotta go get it.
Go get it too. Work for it. Because nobody is going to just hand it to you.
Exactly. Like,
and even if you want somebody to be like, you know what? I did this myself.
Right. You don't, exactly.
I got this myself. I worked hard for myself.
Right. It's not wrong with help, though.
It's nothing wrong with help.
But when you do it yourself, it just feels good.
It just feels like, okay, I did this. But just going back to the whole fear thing.
About the fear thing is, don't be afraid, y'all. And then also, what I was about to say is, the Bible scripture says faith without works is dead. Like, a lot of people say they want to be successful, they want to be an actress, they want to be a director, but nobody's putting the work in. Nobody is praying. Nobody is, asking God to help them, or nobody has a vision board. Nobody is,
or a plan. Like, there's no planning.
There's no plan. So
make a plan.
Exactly. So in order to be successful, is you have to literally put the work in. You could pray, but you're not putting the work in. How can God give you what you're asking for if you're not doing anything. So advice I would say for anyone who wants to start something, was afraid to start something, the first step was something me and my siblings did. We made a vision board. You can make a goal list, a vision board, and you just you can literally go to Dollar Tree, right? You get a little what's it called?
Poster board.
Card poster board. And what we did is this version. Just like you get a goals list. You write a bunch of goals. It could have over 100 list of goals. Anything you want to accomplish in the next 10 years, 20 years.
I want to go bungee jumping, or I want to do
Anything.
this. I want to do that. Just write it all down.
Write it off,
and then work towards
it. You don't just write it and just let it sit. You write, and you pray, you write, and then you start working towards it. Save it towards it. If you put a new car, save towards your car.
Right.
You wrote it and watch it happen. Because all we gonna say it worked. That's all we gonna say is it works. We don't gotta say how it worked, but it works. Doing that.
Because it's really you. The only person that's holding yourself back is you. Because think about it. Okay, just because I'm fearing something,
I'm afraid.
Okay, let's say I'm fearing to do something, but you see everybody else doing it. What's holding yourself back?
What that
yourself. That means you're the only person.
That's what it means.
Yeah, you're the only person that's holding yourself back.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. Once you think about that, like you really have the power to speak life over whatever you want, or you have the power to do what you want. So if it's like, dang, if I'm holding myself back, how much can I accomplish if I don't hold myself back? How much can I get done if I hold? Exactly, because you are, you know what I'm saying?
You have to face that fear and take step by steps. The first step could be, like I said, was make the vision board. That could be the first step. Pray. That could be the second step. Take little steps towards that. Saving could be if you want to start a podcast, save towards your podcast. You know what I'm saying? That could be the steps towards facing that fear to be successful. To success. Don't be afraid to fail, because
you want to fail. That's gonna happen.
You know this YouTube thing, we've been doing it for 2 years. You know how many times videos didn't upload. You know how many times the videos was deleted, good content was deleted. You know how many times it didn't go the way we wanted it to go. And look where we are.
Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to get it done, or be afraid not to say you did it.
Money night.
You feel me? So don't be afraid to fail. Failure is going to come. You know how many times I did track races and I was in first place, or anything that you did, anything that you competed in, or anything you didn't come first place, or it didn't come out the way you did it. Just do it again.
You get the raise, the promotion.
Do it again. Get up, do it again. But
keep going. And before we close off, I want to say that a scripture that is one of my favorite scriptures when I am, because I do have anxiety, and when I am scared, when I am fearful, is 2 Timothy 1:7 is, for God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind. And so what that scripture basically says, you do not have to be fearful, because God gave us a spirit of, to have a spirit of love, power, sound mind. This means like at peace. God is not a God of fear, you know what I'm saying? He's a God of love. So just, try to, just think of things that are of those things of God, like lovingness, pureness, joy. Think of those things. So that's the scripture I read that kind of like,
yeah, even if you are like down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, think of good, happy thoughts, you know what I'm saying? To get you out of that. That's like, that's going like into depression too. Somebody was like, if you depressed, you gotta like get yourself, don't ever stay down, like get yourself out of it, you know.
And it's easy to say that, but
all that is linked together.
It's a linked thing. Like I said, for same thing for depression, just baby steps, you can get there. And so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
This was Sitting with Sis. Hope you guys liked it.
It's about facing your fears. You can face yours. We're in that journey. I could be on a journey with you. You could DM me. You could DM Sis TV page.
Right. If you talk to somebody, hit me up. I got you.
I
got you.
And so if you guys like,
I got your back. I got your back.
So that's a thing.
They're only gonna know if you only on TikTok.
Oh yeah, right. But okay, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.